Welcome to a little bit of information. It's a little bit of basic neuroscience, if you will, and it may help you to start to develop the capacity to rebalance the negative and the positive going on inside your mind. The part of our brain that is chattering away to us all day, it's called the default network. It's very useful, but it also has some very negative characteristics. It has a propensity to be negative. Our brain takes in negative information from around us in a very, very different way than how it takes in positive information. And if you think for a minute in evolutionary terms, you can see how that kind of makes sense, because as we've evolved, it's been very, very important for our survival that our brain pays particular attention to the negative things around us, because they were the things that were more likely to threaten our survival. So that means negative information goes straight to hardwiring, whereas positive information tends to just slide off and not register. So given that that is how our brain is very, very deeply hardwired, it means that we have to pay a particular amount of attention, or special attention, to positive information and practice taking that in a very intentional and focused way. So this is a very short practice that I like to call, it's called taking in the good. And you can do this at any point in time when you notice yourself having a positive experience. Perhaps, for example, you're watching a rather delightful sunrise, or having a lovely cup of coffee, or sharing a moment of connection with a friend, watching a puppy playing, whatever it might be. When you're having those moments, it's really helpful if you can very single-pointedly bring your attention to the experience as fully as you can. And by that I mean you're engaging all of your senses. You're taking in the sight, the smell, the sound, and importantly, the way it feels in your body. And bringing that particular attention, really focus quite intently for about 15 to 20 seconds. It's almost like, in a sense, you're trying to overdose your senses on every level on that particular experience. That helps it to enter the brain and become a little bit more of a balancing act against all of the negative stimulation that our brain is so readily prepared to focus on. Another good thing about this practice is that you can do it as a reflective practice. Say, for example, at the end of the day when you're settling down, if you recall any of those experiences that you had during the day and take your mind back to that experience and use that same principle of applying a very, very fixed and focused attention and remembering it at a sensory level as best you can, even that memory after the event can have that same positive effect, because the same circuits in your brain that release all of that positive emotion and sensation is being activated with the memory as well as the actual experience. It's a very helpful practice to take in as often as you like, and can help you to rebalance your brain.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for listening to Meditation with Valerie. Mindfulness meditation is part of the health promotion work that we do at Women's Health Tasmania. To find out more about Women's Health Tasmania, or to connect with our weekly meditation classes, go to our website or track us down on Facebook or Instagram. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Meditations with Valerie.